Ooh, this may be the straw to break the camel's back. Well, Nathan Wade already kind of broke her back. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys all being here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. Welcome to the channel. Really appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day or your evening, whatever time you're watching this video, to watch this video. Do me a favor and make sure you follow me on all the platforms you see listed up there in the black and listed down there in the black, all right? Appreciate it. Also, hit that like button so this video can be circulated and recommended to you, all right? What do you mean, Ty? Whenever you hit the like button, YouTube will continuously recommend my videos to you, the viewer, all right? Okay, folks, so we got to talk about this, and I have not talked about Fani Willis in a long time. You know, the DA who went after Trump and found out to be this hypocrite who claimed, you know, for her, you shouldn't be doing anything with employees. You shouldn't have relationships with employees or co-workers, blah, blah, blah. And she did it. She intimidated the man's wife, slept with the man's who was married to a woman. Yeah, y'all, I'm kind of off. I was about to say slept with a man's wife. No, she slept with the man who was married, right? So she ended up getting an ultimatum from the judge saying, you know, either both of y'all drop off this case or you need to get rid of him, which she got rid of Nathan Wade so she could stay on the case. So she said that a type of train is going to come at Trump. But she was not anticipating this right here, ladies and gentlemen. And she is getting a promise, not necessarily a threat, from one of Trump's lawyers. Yeah, this lady right here, the infamous beautifully evil. No, I'm just joking. Right here, Fani Willis told to rescue herself from the Trump case or face jail. What? Let me go ahead and throw something in here too as well. For those of you who said, I can read this myself, I'd rather hear you talk. There are some of my, I almost said the wrong thing. Look, I'm thinking about my patients and residents. There are some of my subscribers who cannot read, okay? And I'm just being honest with you. They can't read or anything like that. So they like to hear me read these things off to them. I have a lot of residents. Look, I said it. Oh my God, because you know, I'm sorry. When my mind think of old individuals, they instantly go to residents or patients. Okay, so sorry about that. But I have a lot of subscribers who have glaucoma, cataracts, all those things. So they're not watching me on a computer per se, or sometimes they're not watching me on the TV. A lot of them have a phone in hand, so they can't read this. Anywho, if you don't like for me to read along, you can go read this article yourself. It's right there on Newsweek. You can go there and read it. Okay. One of Donald Trump's co-defendants in this Georgia election interference case has threatened to launch legal action against Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis if she does not rescue herself from this case by noon on Monday. Bombshell! Why? Trump, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee, has pleaded not guilty to a number of charges in Georgia over allegations he broke the law attempting to overturn the 2020 presidential election result in the state. This is one of 4 criminal cases Trump is facing as he makes his bid for a White House second term. Trump has consistently denied all allegations against him, which he claims are politically motivated. Y'all know why. They're trying to keep him out. It's election interference, pretty much. What we know, in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, Harrison Floyd wrote, I don't want to put a black woman in jail. Why not? Because it says, but if Fani Willis does not, if Fani Willis does not rescue herself from this case by noon Monday, I may have no other choice than to pursue all lawful remedies. Make Fulton great again, he said. Now, you guys might be wondering, what in the world is this all about? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is all about. Floyd posted part of an article purportedly from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution suggesting that Willis' office shared a recording of a conversation Willis had with his attorney. I don't know why they're saying Willis had with his attorney. Fani Willis. Now, this does say, I'm reading this. I might be looking at this wrong. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution suggesting that Willis's office shared a recording of a conversation Willis had with his attorney, Carlos Jr. Salvador, in an unrelated criminal case in Maryland. I think they meant with her attorney. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. Floyd suggested that Willis' office may have violated the Maryland Wiretap Act, under which it is unlawful to record any private conversation or telephone communication unless you are a party to the conversation and have the permission for all parties. While the majority of states have a one-party consent, a one-party consent law that allow a conversation to be recorded so long as one person agrees. There are 11 states, including Maryland, that require two-party consent. So pretty much it goes like this. If you and I are talking in a private conversation, I have no right to record you without you knowing. I'm supposed to let you know that it's going to be recorded. That's why a lot of times, if y'all don't know this, sometimes when you get a phone call from a, marketing place or solicitors, whatever you want to call it, you make a phone call to a place, sometimes it'll say, for quality assurance, this phone call may be recorded. By you continuing on and agree to this, press 1. Okay. Under Maryland's Wiretap Act, recording a private conversation without consent from both parties is punishable by up to 5 years in prison, a fine of up to $10,000, or both. There's the infamous Fani Willis in all her glory, looking just as splendid as ever. No. Christopher Kacharoff, one of Floyd's attorneys, made the same accusation against Willis on Tuesday during an interview with Phil Holloway. Referring to Willis, he said, "She did reach out to us, one of my colleagues in Maryland, and was rude, abrupt with him on the phone. And he was dealing with Maryland case, and I was dealing with the Georgia case, and she ended up recording him." Holloway asked Kacharoff, like you're saying, catch her off guard. That's what it seemed like it's saying. Holloway asked Kacharoff whether he was suggesting Willis had illegally recorded the call, and he replied, "Oh yeah, it's a felony in Maryland." In a separate ex-post on Wednesday, Floyd posted, "Fani Willis illegally recorded a phone call with my lawyer. It's a felony. She is a DEI thug with a law license. Will anyone in Georgia stand up to her?" No, you can't, because she's black. And unfortunately, Donald Trump was right. When we got invited to the White House in 2020, Donald Trump, I don't know how this happened, was able to select certain folks to be able to have a conversation with him. A lot of folks didn't know we did this. And when he did, one of the things Donald Trump said is that black people are going to have an immunity like you've never seen before. He said this. Donald Trump called it. He told us this. We were all like, okay, yeah. He said they're going to be able to do things and get away with it. Commit certain crimes, get away with it. They're going to be able to commit white-collar crimes and be able to get away with it and all that. We were all like, okay, and it turns out to be true. A lot of people are doing things and getting away with it. The chick that did the fake kidnapping hoax, look what she got. Slap on the wrist. Look what's going on in Dalton, Illinois with that mayor up there. Look what's going on with her. Yeah, go check that out. Anyway, I'm not even talking about her. Point is, in this particular case, this is where y'all get to see if law is really what it's supposed to be. Law should be non-subjective to anybody. Law is just law. If you do something wrong, you should get in trouble for it. If it is indeed a real, legit felony in Maryland to record somebody illegally without having their consent, you should face the justice of that, right? Y'all think it's going to happen? I highly doubt it. Said it's a felony. She is DEI thug with a license. Will anyone in Georgia stand up to her? Floyd, the former leader of Black Voices for Trump, is the only one in Trump's co-defendants to have been jailed in Georgia case between August 24th and 30th, when a $100,000 bond was covered. In November 2023, Judge Scott McAfee rejected prosecutors' bid to get his bail revoked following what they claim was a pattern of intimidation. In March, McAfee accused Willis of having a tremendous lapse in judgment over her relationship with Nathan Wade, then a special prosecutor on Trump's case. However, Willis was allowed to remain on the case as long as Wade stepped back, and he did shortly after. Now, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This particular lawyer that made this, that said, she needs to rescue herself from this case by Monday, and he's going to go after her. We're going to see. And it says right here, telephone and electronic communication. The Maryland Wiretap Act makes it a felony to record any telephone or electronic communication unless one is a party to the communication and all other parties give their consent. Willis' office provided in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution with the recording of the phone call. Wait, Willis' office provided The Atlanta Journal-Constitution with the recording of a phone call Willis made that same day to an attorney Carlos Jr. Salvador, who was Floyd's attorney in an unrelated criminal case in the federal court in Maryland. In the call, she explained that she had sent a representative to meet with Floyd at the jail when he turned himself in. Willis told Salvador that Floyd was offered a consent bond at that time, but he refused it. So, it should be like in my opinion, it should be like a smooth sailing. It's a wrap. It's over. You did wrong. Boom. What y'all think gonna happen? Because we seen they both lied in court. They were able to pull phone records, pinging his cell phone in her area. What happened? You need to drop him. This coming out, if this is truly the law, and she did this, I told you, it seems like it's all make believe. Like it's all make believe. I'm at this point, there's a lot of things that happen that people do, and I'm like, why shouldn't they run? Why shouldn't they do this? Because now it seems like everything is a social construct. Law is a social construct when it comes to certain people. If it comes to people that might be of low class, low middle class, they do something, it's a crime, immediately get punished. But at the same time, man, in today's world, the criminals not even being prosecuted for crimes. Criminals are not even being charged for crimes. They're getting right back out of jail, let alone white collar, the upper class folks. They commit these crimes and nothing happens to them. Why should it if nothing happened to the lowly people, right? That's what I'm saying. It's almost like it's just lawless right now. They pick and choose who they want to jail and who they don't want to jail. I thought that if you broke the speed limit, it doesn't matter who that applies to. If you break the speed limit, you should get a ticket, right? At the officer's discretion, of course. And that's what it seems like going on right now. You can break the law, but it's going to be at the judge's discretion whether you serve any time or get any fines. It's crazy. Anyway, what are y'all thoughts on this? You think that this is going to come out to be something real big, something real huge? You think that this is going to cause her to drop out? Or do you think she's going to be like, I done dealt with far more worse than this. I slept with a married man. I intimidated his wife. I threatened people in my office. You think that me recording your conversation really going to hold up in court against me? Do you know who I am? I'm going after Trump, which means I'm going to have the backing of everybody, including Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, and the White House administration right now. Yeah, we shall see. As always, I have no expectations. Therefore, I'm not going to be surprised that probably nothing is going to come out of this. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I still won't be surprised. I'm going to be like, well, good. Because nothing was going to come out of her going after Trump anyway. Anyway, folks, let me know what y'all think of this, all right? But before y'all do, hit that like button right there before y'all get out of here. I appreciate that. Also, make sure you check your cell phones and see if there's anybody that you have not contacted yet on your cell phone, or your Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. DM somebody and let them know about this channel. Encourage them to subscribe to this channel. You guys are the reason why this channel is growing, and I am honored and I'm greatly appreciative of that, all right? Let's hear it, folks. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, I pray every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.